What is going on, my Super Sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I'm joined by Geekdom once again for a Dragon Ball Super discussion. Now, today we're going to be talking about specifically the end of the Battle God saga, and I guess the next steps as we go into the Resurrection F story, which is definitely happening next. So, of course, there might be some spoilers if you did not watch episode 14 yet, so this is your only warning right now, because we're going to talk about specifically what Vegeta says at the end of that fight. So, if you're okay with that, keep watching. If not, leave now. But basically, a lot of people are now asking a question if Vegeta will possibly achieve the next level of Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan God without the help of the ritual, which is kind of something weird to say. Personally, I still believe that partially he might still be somewhat of a Super Saiyan God just because he was still in that ritual. But then again, that's my opinion. You know, that might differ based on what actually happens in the show. And but really, the thing that's really interesting is the last thing he says in episode 14. Which, Geekdom, do you want to say what he said because you have it pulled up on the screen?
Yes, I checked the Kanzenshu fact checker, and anybody out there who needs help with figuring out if something was actually said in Super, go to the Kanzenshu message board and check out the fact checker for Super. You don't have to be a member to log in, and it will basically translate certain scenes for you. It's just a good reference point to double check to see if this was really said. And this is what Vegeta said. He said, and I quote, "If it's only going to get me to second place, then I don't need that power. Just wait and see. I'll get stronger relying solely on my own power. I'll surpass Super Saiyan God, Beerus, and you." Talking to Goku. Now, what he's talking about when he says it only gets me in second place, is talking about how Goku lost to Beerus, therefore he's in second place in the second best fighter in the universe. We haven't been told that Whis is stronger just yet in this version of the events. But what's interesting is that he's saying he thinks he can do it on his own and surpass God form. And obviously when Resurrection F came out, or even before, when we saw the blue-haired power form, or God form, whatever you want to call it, SSGSS, we all kind of assumed that Vegeta at some point was going to get the ritual, plus based on the Battle of Gods ending, right? But it's looking kind of strange that, like you said, there's a possibility he may not. And we all kind of thought that the ritual with Vegeta was going to happen in between the Battle of Gods and Resurrection F story. And that's where we're at right now. Thing that kind of bugs me is that I think, in my opinion, if Vegeta gets the God power on his own, it somewhat undermines the entire purpose of the God form. Because, yeah, the five pure-hearted... you know, that and the ritual, and if they're gonna just figure out a way he can get it on his own, then it's like, if Whis knew the whole time, then why didn't he say something earlier? Like, right? I don't know. It's weird.
But if Beerus, I can just unlock the power for you. No, that'd be funny if he does that. Well, we do know that episode 16 is titled "Vegeta Becomes a Pupil, Take Down Whis." And from the sounds of it, episode 17 is "Keep This Secret from Chi-Chi, I Want to Go Train Too." That means that Goku joins the training later. So Vegeta's going to be the first one to go there for whatever reason. And I don't know. It just sounds like he might achieve the transformation in a different way. Now, the crazy theory that I want to toss out there is since Whis is supposed to be this all-powerful being that's, you know, supposed to be the guy that assists the God of Destruction, he has to have some kind of crazy unlock power. So maybe I think, what if he possibly has like a unlock potential type of ability, like, you know, Geekdom just said? What if he's the one who can actually unlock it, and now we have Super Saiyan God achieved a whole different way, and actually with Vegeta, it skips the red hair and goes straight to blue hair. So there's a lot here. Like, what if actually Whis can grant God Ki to, you know, somebody for doing something, like maybe a special training? Like, what if that happens instead? I
mean, personally, I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't
either. I wouldn't either.
You just wasted my time then with all these episodes.
Exactly. And like, granted, I was never a big fan of the Super Saiyan God transformation. It makes sense because the Saiyans were evil. They were all evil, and technically, based on how Super Saiyan God is achieved, nobody should be able to achieve it. It's such a rare transformation. Like, with Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3, you can just train your entire life and achieve it over time. But like, Super Saiyan God was an unreachable form for anybody.
That's right.
But, you know, obviously we have a rare special case with Goku and his crew. That's why Toriyama probably decided, you know what, just hold hands. You know, peace, be happy, and that's how the form is achieved. But if they take that and change it with Vegeta, it would just be like, you're confusing us, Toriyama. Like, why are you doing this?
I mean, I hope they have a good explanation, because you're right. Based on the upcoming episodes, it looks like Vegeta goes off with Whis first, and then Goku joins him. And it just seems to me like he's going to, like you said, he's going to tap into it somehow on his own, unless we see the ritual done again, or another possibility is your theory that you had a few weeks ago about how Vegeta got a little bit of the God power from the ritual somehow. That would at least make sense if it would be a little bit of a Deus Ex Machina, so to speak. It would be kind of like weird writing, but that would at least make some sense. But if Vegeta just skips the ritual and goes right to blue, I'm not going to like that one bit. I mean, I know he's got this secret power. I know that he surpassed Goku for like a second and all that. We all know that. But to me, the ritual, I don't want them subsidizing the ritual, man. I really, really don't. And plus, we talked about this too off air. I don't know about you, but there's more marketing potential in putting out a red and a blue-haired Vegeta toy. Yeah,
and it's actually interesting you brought that up because this morning you texted me with that picture of Kibito and not Kibito, Shin and Kibito split as figures that they're selling now. Now, to those who haven't been keeping up, in the manga they split. They use the Dragon Ball split, which hasn't happened in anime yet, which I assume because they have the figures out, they're probably going to do it in the anime because they have to. It's called marketing. It's marketing 101. But what I find real interesting is the fact that they still have not revealed that red-haired Vegeta. And now we're going to that world where, you know, we're going to be getting a bunch of new toys to buy. Shouldn't they have already revealed a Super Saiyan God Vegeta with the red hair? Because I remember when they had the blue hair one, it leaked like weeks before they even revealed it. So it's like, are they going to skip or not? That's the big question. And if they do skip it, how do you guys feel, to those watching? How would you feel if they skip the red hair Vegeta and go straight to the blue hair?
I mean, yeah, and like we said, even if the red hair Vegeta never even fights, even if he doesn't even fight, they could put it out as a limited edition, super rare, you know, red Vegeta SS God, and make a few bucks. I don't get why they would just not do that, even if it's just for one scene, right? Even if it's just for one scene. And then the other thing that kind of pisses me off about it is, here we go again with Vegeta skipping forms. He skipped SSJ3 and went to 4 in GT. Of course, there's reasons for that. And then here he's going to skip God and go to God SS. I don't know, man. I just freaking let him go through the natural progression of how you get there. I guess we'll see what happens. I just hope if they do explain it in a way that's other than the ritual, I hope that the way actually makes sense and isn't just lazy writing. I don't want any more lazy writing in the show.
Right. I still personally believe that one or two things has to happen. Well, one of three things, really. First one is, and this is the one I'm still believing, is the fact that he did get exposed to Super Saiyan God. And to kind of summarize what I said in my video a few weeks ago, because, okay, so here's what I think works. So I believe to become a Super Saiyan God, you have to be a fully blooded Saiyan. And when you do a ritual, it kind of affects everybody. So I feel that both Goku and Vegeta achieved it since they're putting energy to Goku. He's the one who kind of got 100% access to the power since he got everybody's power. Everybody else is kind of powered down, and only the other 100% Super Saiyan at that point was Vegeta. And I feel like because Super Saiyan God is such a rare form to reach, it shouldn't be achieved by anybody who's a partial Saiyan. So Gohan shouldn't get it, Goten shouldn't get it, Trunks shouldn't get it. I would love for them to get it, but if everybody had it, it wouldn't make it special. So I feel like one of the requirements for it is it has to be 100%. And if you do the ritual, there's no point in having to do the ritual twice, you know, for everybody. It's like, oh, I'll do me, you do you, like boosting in games. So I feel like, honestly, Vegeta probably got achieved, or not achieved, but he got exposed to it. So because of that, that's going to help him become Super Saiyan God. That's one theory. The next theory is Whis could possibly have this ability, because he is this weird being that we don't know nothing about. But he's a cosmic being, and he has to have some kind of abilities. He could have the ability to, you know, grant Vegeta God Ki, possible outcome. Or the third one is maybe they'll just do the ritual sometime in the next couple episodes, so then he just has a power and then goes straight with Whis. What do you think about any of that? Do you have any other theories that could possibly happen before we go?
I mean, okay, that all works. Maybe, I mean, maybe Whis tells him, okay, maybe they do like a Namekian thing where Goku puts his hand on Vegeta's chest and then transfers some of the power, and then he's able to power up into the God form. That could be a possibility. The thing is, it just seems from the episode titles, again, we only have the titles, that it's not likely. And I do worry that by the time, I'm actually kind of concerned because I think that Vegeta is going to unlock the God SS form before Goku. And I think when Goku goes to go train with Whis and with Vegeta, Vegeta's going to be like, hey, look, I already surpassed you. Boom. And then we're going to be like, well, what the hell? We wanted to see him how he surpassed him. I mean, you know, even in the Dragon Ball anime, Dragon Ball Z, we saw Vegeta go SSJ, and it was a flashback. I don't see why they can't just do that here, where he shows them and then he goes, well, how'd you do it? I'll tell you. And then they do a flashback. I don't see why they don't do it that way. But I want to see it, bro. I really am going to be very pissed if they just skip it. I am going to be pissed.
That's the main thing I want to get from the community to those watching the video. How would you feel if any of the stuff happens differently, like whether they skip the form one or they do the ritual differently? Like, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, I guess. But that pretty much covers everything that we wanted to talk about this form. So all we can really do is wait for this. I can't wait this weekend. This weekend's episode, I'm actually really looking forward to, just because it's going to take us to the whole.
It's new.
It's new. It's comedy, and it's Hercule's reenactment of how he defeated Beerus. He's not a Super Saiyan, folks. It just, you have to go back to the Cell Saga when he reenacted that fight, against Cell. That's basically what he's going through. He's going to take credit for his fight, essentially. He's not a Super Saiyan. It surprised me that a lot of people were really confused about that too.
Yeah, I guess that I guess what happened is they saw the image leak on the web. They didn't see the episode. They're like, "What the hell?" They were, because I got a couple buddies of mine who have not started watching Super yet. They're waiting a little bit, and they see that image. And they're asking me about it. Hey, what's up with this? Is this legit? And I'm like, it's probably just a gag. I think they're doing that. Boo Saga Cell movie gimmick. They're doing that. That's what I think they're doing, which I'm okay with them doing a throwback to that. Yeah.
All I know is in the next Dragon Ball game, please give Super Saiyan Super Saiyan Hercule at least like a wig or something, because that'd be awesome and funny.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah. I would love to see that.
And those other two fake aliens too would be fine.
Yeah. Anyways, with that said, that kind of wraps up everything we want to talk about. So now we're going to hear from you guys. So let us know in the comment section below your overall thoughts on everything we discussed. How you would feel if they changed certain things, skip Vegeta's form. This is your chance to speak. So let us know by dropping a comment. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, you leave a like right below as well. And check out Geekdom in the description below as well, because he makes pretty awesome content. I almost just died. I almost just choked. Other than that, I guess we'll see you guys in the comment section below.
Peace.